Previously, in Mawlers Take Manhattan, everybody played a video game, but not just any video game. A very, very cool video game. A very, well, bit blatantly stolen video game, but a cool video game nonetheless. Although said video game turned out to be a reality show in disguise that did not end up working quite as Silvertongue thought. Time has passed. Summer has gotten hotter. Things have gotten a little less busy. And everyone is excited and prepping for the Crystal Games, which are coming soon. This week is a special week for Manhattan because it is the Crystal Games auditions. Said that weird. Crystal Games auditions for, the flag bearers, the anthem singers, the performers, and of course, the opening ceremonies. Our motley cast and crew, for a variety of reasons, are attending these our Crystal Games auditions. And of course, the judges for this are Jasper, Sweet Cake's dad and very important pony, Peppermint Jewel, Golden Crown's mother, and equally important pony, Miss Harshwinnie, the classic Equestrian Games analyst / judge / producer / whatever role she happens to technically fill. And special guests Ruby Rose and Coco Pamel. Things are still in the process of getting set up in the stadium that everybody is in. Performers are warming up. You can hear various anthems being sung in practice across the field. Workers are setting up the stages, and of course the judges are talking amongst themselves. Audiences have been invited to join and are filling the stands as we speak. Where are all of you guys?
Zenkarn, where are we?
I was just about to ask you that question myself.
Are we, trying out for something, or do we even care that much?
Well, coin toss. Alright, cool. I would say that we're probably there, cause, I don't know, one of the people who are competing for something, wants to do... Would it be a biography or an autobiography if you do it yourself?
It's not a
If
biography.
it's about yourself, it's an autobiography.
Yeah.
Okay. Basically wants to do that, so we're there to talk to him. Or her, either one.
We want to...
One of the performers
We've just
is
been sent
writing their own autobiography.
Yeah, we basically got sent down because the rest of the company basically drew the short straw.
Yeah. Such is the plight of a literary agent.
Pretty much.
Get to be reporters for athletes, great.
If it helps, Kappa also sent an invite to Zenkarn for joining her.
Well, okay,
as
that's the
watching
main reason I'm going. Work is that I'm using his
And I don't find out about that until we're already there, and I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah,
Because,
I may have rigged the whole straw drawing thing.
You what? I'm not sure whether to be outraged or incredibly amused.
Which one doesn't involve me buying you lunch?
That hadn't crossed my mind yet, although it probably would have at some point.
If there's cake, I'm not sharing it with her.
I'm going to go with amused.
Amusedly enraged. No, but seriously? Cup of Sunshine? Friggin' school teacher?
Hey! Nothing wrong with that.
Except for the part where it just gets kind of weird for me.
What? It's not like you're gonna have to, go home and see her. It's not like we live together.
That's true, but I do work with you. And I'm not looking forward to you telling the stories about your dates and...
What? Don't want to hear about romantic evenings about your teacher?
Yeah, no.
It'll be fine. I'll try and keep it on a down low just for you.
Whatever. You need some pony in your life anyway.
I'm sure you'll get to that point. Though, hopefully not with a pony, because that would be weird, but you know what I mean.
Almost as weird as my zebra co-worker and my pony school teacher.
Probably not quite that weird. Or weirder. Either one. Anyway, we should be... Yeah,
we actually have a job to do before we meet up with your date.
The burly security pony who has been watching you guys talk out loud about this, raises an eyebrow, and awkwardly coughs. Seating's this way.
Oh, right.
Off we
Thank
go.
you. We'll
All right.
go in that direction then.
What's everyone else doing?
Sweet Cake, Mort, and Golden Crown are there to audition for flag bearers.
Can I say Monitor tries to flag them down before they enter?
I'm okay with that.
I am also okay with that.
Monitor, basically gallops up to them and says, "Oh, hello, I was wondering, have you signed the group thing yet?"
Not yet, we were just on our way to. How comes?
Well, she gets this, she just sort of rubs the back of her head and, well, you know how my, mother builds things? No, not my mother, my aunt.
Uh-huh.
She's like a mother.
Yes.
But anyway, she had this idea and I kinda got overeager and agreed with it. And, how would you four like to incorporate me and a robotic walker into your routine?
Ooh!
It's
yes.
a small one.
Goldie? Mort?
Raises a hoof. Mort kind of backs away like, no?
It's a small one. It's totally
It's only 10 feet tall.
manual.
Golden Crown looks between the four of you currently in a group and goes, well, Mort, you're overruled, so absolutely, Monitor. Come on, we're practicing over here.
Alright, just, let me get the thing. And she goes around the corner and she comes back with the mechanical walker. I was thinking, since we have this, we can have our routine be based around the concept of Manhattan's technological trade or something.
Well, we kinda had it as a kind of ode to individuality, as represented by every pony's cutie marks, but, well, industry is kind of, originality and uniqueness, so we could work it in.
Different forces working together for, invention.
For a brighter, more technological tomorrow. Sure.
Yeah.
What does this walker look like?
I was wondering that.
A walker can be many things.
I would assume that it is about twice the size of a wagon and has 4 legs.
When you say a wagon.
I mean a red wagon,
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
About that. Thought you meant like an actual.
Like an old west wagon.
It's a fast walker though, so.
So it's a red wagon double
Like
size.
a
red-
Okay.
Like an itty bitty, teeny tiny baby imperial walker.
Yeah, that's what I'm picturing a baby at.
This is an itty bitty AT-AT.
It's an AT-AT cub with short
Yes!
That was dyed red to make it go faster.
Yeah.
Well,
No, it's got red stripes.
the one
Sweet
moment.
Cake will notice this and go, oh hey, it's got go faster stripes.
And Monitor will give a little gasp and say, "You know about that?"
Uh-huh. I tried painting them on myself once. It didn't work.
You've read that series of game books.
I thought it was just common knowledge.
Yeah.
And Monitor's ears droop and go, "Oh,
I totally could read those books, though.
okay, yeah. Maybe after this."
Yeah, let's focus on perfecting our routine now that we've got 2 extra members.
Monitor actually taps the control panel and says, "This one doesn't move without me moving the levers, so,
So you take care of that.
right. Yes."
One will grab Monitor, put her hooves around Monitor and kind of like shake her and go, I have one important question. Can it juggle?
Monitor actually gives her a look, looks down at the walker and says, "I don't know."
What? Get the juggling balls. We have some experimenting to do.
Okay. And Mort will run off to find an adult and the juggling balls.
I need an adult. And also juggling balls, but mainly an adult.
This was designed for quadrupedal movement, but it is based off a pony skeletal structure, so it might be able to.
Golden Crown rubs her hooves together. Excellent.
It's
We
a
can
maybe.
work with this. Maybe does not mean no. All right, let's check in on our final cast member.
That would be
Jala.
So I presume that this is a thing that a lot of volunteers are needed for.
Absolutely.
Okay, so Compass North is there. What he's there for is his father, True West, is acting as a volunteer, helping keeping things organized and using it and directing people where they need to go and making sure people need to go. And Compass North is there just. He just decided to come along today. He doesn't have anything he is actually doing aside from wandering about.
Righty then.
And-
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, he's traveling about and seeing everything and observing, exploring, just looking around.
Is Compass North perhaps going to notice the people, the ponies that he's familiar with at this point?
I suppose it would make sense for him to see one of those groups or the other.
Mm-hmm. And it's not just Sweet Cake's group that's here. There's definitely plenty of other groups from the school. So
you know what? Let's say he spots Aurelia and Zenkarn.
all right, Compass North, you see Aurelia and Zenkarn are heading up the steps of the stadium toward a cup of sunshine who is very decked out in paint and foam hooves.
You realize it's just the tryouts, right?
Cuppa will respond to that with by pointing the foam hoof in Aurelia's face. And then quietly going, shh.
Okay.
Does this foam hoof have fingers, or?
Given that it is a foam hoof, no, it does not. It just looks like a much bigger hoof.
Because I remember Pinkie having...
Yeah, Pinkie Pie has a foam finger, but
Pinkie Pie is OP, so we're ignoring that.
We'll just say that is a competing brand.
Fair.
So Compass North, you see Zenkarn, Aurelia, and now Cup of Sunshine sitting down, kind of in the middle of the stands. There is a set of stairways that leads up, but it's being guarded by one of the security ponies.
Well, Compass North is a Pegasus, so he will see if he can just float over and float over the crowds. The security pony, who after close examination you discover it is a Pegasus with really tiny wings. It is a common trait. Glances at you, but allows you through because you're just a kid. There's really no harm in that. Yes.
Kalpa, seeing one of her students flying towards her, begins excitedly waving the foam hoof and directing you over.
Hi there!
Compass, I didn't expect to see you here. What are you doing here?
Well, my dad was volunteering today, and I thought, after that whole video game incident and realizing, I probably don't want to become like that airtime kid where nobody knows who he is, so I decided it'd probably be a good idea to come along with my dad and check out what's happening here today.
Couple will look very concerned at the mention of airtime, because that's not a name she's even vaguely familiar with, and then go,
Or you weren't there, right? You weren't there. Aurelia, Zenkarn, you were there, right?
I try not to think about it.
I didn't just imagine that, did I?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I suppose I don't blame you. Yes, and then his pet bat, who is sitting in all you really see is the bat's head poking out of his mane. She nods.
I'm assuming that, for irony's sake, airtime is right on the other side of Kappa.
No, Airtime is busy tinkering in his basement.
Dang it.
Whew.
Airtime was mostly a one-time joke character, so don't expect to see too much of him.
Anyway.
We are going to drag this NPC back out. It is our
God.
traditional way.
Yep. So anyway,
It is the Mauler way.
Not every NPC. There are some you just don't care about.
So
Name one.
They're just ones we haven't gotten around to
they've
yet.
faded into obscurity because you didn't like them.
That's the point.
Are those the ones that you planned to be recurring NPCs, ironically?
Yeah.
Sorry,
Tell
Dan.
us who they are and we'll try and drag them out of obscurity.
Well, to be fair, you guys did like Chase. That's like my one
What?
success.
Oh, we did like
Guys,
Chase. I thought you were
we-
saying we didn't like Chase.
Maybe
We loved
concentrate.
Chase.
Do this
Yep.
after.
Anyway.
So yeah, I was just exploring and I saw you, so I thought I'd come over and say hi.
Well, wasn't that polite of you? And she will sort of gesture for Compass to come closer just for a quick hug.
Yes, he will come over.
Well, I was going to introduce you to my friend. Kappa will blush at that a little bit, and I know you already know Aurelia, but it appears you already met, so that conversational topic is out the window.
Is something wrong?
I think they're dating.
What?
And I just give Aurelia a look that's like, and thank you for being blunt.
You're welcome.
Kappa,
I give him a look that says you're welcome.
Kappa will sort of, I will say combust, but not obviously spontaneously combust. But she sort of goes beet red just through the face paint, which is something truly remarkable because it's white and blue. And then she will sort of she will look down and just start sort of mumbling to herself.
So he tries to change the subject. I never would have imagined you're such a big sports fan.
Kappa will take a moment and go, "Oh no, not actually that big a fan of sports. Although I do occasionally enjoy a good hoofball game. But no, I'm just all decked out and super excited to see my students do things they love to do, represent our proud city of Manehattan."
Really? Who are you talking about?
Oh well,
What's
she will
Sweet
point
Cake up
over. Couple will retract her hoof from where she was originally pointing, point towards the opposite side of the field where a walker is now visible with Golden Cake standing atop it, attempting to sort of get a view of the competition.
Golden Cake is a ship name.
Whoops! Damn it, Golden Crown. I apologize. Golden Crown is standing on top. Sweet Cake may also be in that general area. Not gonna say, not gonna dictate where my players are.
Sorry,
You can also see Sweet Cake running back and forth chasing a squirrel.
Sorry, I lapsed a bit. Are we on the stage here?
No, you're in one section of the field, and Kappa is pointing you out for the sake of Compass North and Aurelia.
Monitor has indeed gotten the walker on its hind legs, and it does have balls in its forward legs, but they're not being juggled. The arms are moving up and down, but the balls are not.
Oh, hey, I recognize them. I think some of them were at the video game thing, too.
Kappa will lean into Zenkern and go, "I think I'm going to have to get an account of this video game thing."
Trust
It keeps
me when
getting
I
brought
say you don't want to know. It's better for everyone.
Is that something that Compass North is able to hear her say?
Yeah.
He's at the table with us, so...
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah. We got invited to this video game thing that was secretly a reality show that that didn't actually happen. It was some fantasy thing where we were virtual reality characters, and then I hijacked the world and became the main villain, and it was so cool.
It was an experience, let's put it that way.
Yeah.
But then, like, Aurelia and Zenkarn, and there was one other, I don't remember who it was, they killed me in the game. I wasn't very effective as a villain.
Kappa was just going to turn to Zenkarn and go, "You were right, it probably wasn't better to know."
To be fair, that experience was better than the intended one they had set up.
Oh, gods, yes.
I mean, it was really just kind of awful.
Rehashed crap.
On many levels. Anyway, less said the better.
You said that word.
What, rehashed?
No.
The C word?
That's not a swear word, it's a bodily function. Anyway.
Well, so's the other word for it.
Not the point.
Kappa is going to cough and say, "Well, other than that, there's also several of your other friends are down over there," and she'll point to another side of the field. I think Nutmeg Rush is trying some sort of Manehattan speed thing. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm sure it'll be fun.
Hey, welcome to the Crystal Games. Now watch me run really fast.
I should probably try and go say hello once they finished. I probably don't want to interrupt them right now. They're probably really hard at work. They look.
Cut to
Nutmeg Rush going, but how can I run faster? Not even talking to anybody else, just herself. But with that, over the stadium's speakers, you all can hear a voice, Sweet Cake, a voice that you definitely recognize as your dad, going, "All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's just a few more minutes till these auditions start. Contestants and auditioners, anybody,
ladies
basically,
and gentle colts."
Wait, sorry, what?
Ladies and gentle colts.
What stallions?
Did I?
You said.
I don't know what I said.
You said ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, whoops. Yes, sorry. Fillies and gentle colts.
Fillies and gentle colts. Yes.
Fillies and gentle colts, the auditions are about to start. If the contestants could get into the audition line over here, you can see big sign, couple Pegasus pointing to it. We will get started shortly.
I get up from my chair and look to Zenkarn and say, I should probably double check with our client. You go ahead and enjoy your date.
Oh, thanks. Oh, you won.
Yeah, you do.
Compass North will look at Aurelia as she says that, then look at Zenkard and Cup of Sunshine, like look back and forth at the two of them, and then he will subtly scoot aside and follow Aurelia.
You sure you want to follow the literary agents around? It's not exactly exciting work.
Well, if they are dating and that, it's
actually you make a very good point. Come on. I'm glad I amuse you.
Kappa is once again kind of blushing and muttering incoherently.
And Zenkan will do what Zenkan does best, sitting quietly, being awkward.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
So,
all right.
So I'm off to hunt down our client to touch base with him before he gets in line.
Mm-hmm. We will definitely cut back to you after your search.
Okay.
But let's take a look at Sweet Cake, Golden Crown, Mort, and Monitor. What are you all doing now?
Scree! Heal! And the Scree comes scampering back. Okay, we need to go line up now.
Mort will look nervously between all of the group and go, are you sure? I mean, shouldn't we try to get just a little bit more practice in? Maybe we should just wait until the next Crystal Games.
I'm not sure that... I don't think we need 4 whole years of practice, Mort. How about this? We line up, and then we practice a little bit while we're in line.
Okay. Do you think maybe we could not do the juggling bit? Golden Crown will frown from still atop the walker and go, but juggling is an intrinsic part of who we are, I think. Did I use that word right? Whatever.
Well, we never got our cutie marks in juggling.
But Monitor actually frowns and says, I remember that attempt.
Dang, I thought everyone had forgotten by now.
Look,
I would never
if they
forget.
didn't want them broken, they shouldn't made an entire building of glass windows.
This gang is just one noodle incident after another, isn't it?
Absolutely.
I'm picturing one of them having a Vietnam-style flashback.
That would be Mort.
Mort is indeed having a non-style flashback to immediately after the event, where someone gave him an oatmeal raisin cookie.
No.
All right. You notice that as you are getting into line, people are, or ponies are definitely allowing you plenty of room. So you are not exactly hurting for space to practice.
Scree gets on top of the baby AT-AT with Golden Crown and starts to juggle with one ball.
See? Scree gets it! And Golden Crown will, when the ball is not in the middle of the air, attempt to pat Scree on the head. So, Golden Crown will, after a few moments, get down from off the top of the walker and go, so, who do you think the, biggest competition is going to be?
Sweet Cake is going to scope the audition line to see who there is.
You will notice there are 3 separate groups from your class, all auditioning for the same roles. One moment, just getting the list open because I don't remember all the names. So many names.
One of them is Airtime, out from his basement.
Yes, none of them are Airtime. Airtime is in his basement.
Airtime is listening to all this somehow.
I
over the
really
speaker
didn't
system,
need to
obviously.
think about that.
Anyway,
no, you're right. I didn't either.
You can see that Nutmeg Rush is by herself, sort of jogging in place. She has an approximation of a flag, we'll say, in her mouth, and is attempting to figure out exactly how she should place it or run with it. Bitterberry and Elixir are also working together. They, yep. They actually have a small cauldron there, which has been checked multiple times, especially by Bitterberry. Bitterberry has at least septuple checked everything, and even then you can still see her sort of about what she's doing. Occasionally, out of the cauldron, you see little smoke flags appear.
Oh, cool.
And
Wait, is Golden Crown still on the mini AT-AT?
No, Golden Crown has gotten off because as much as being queen of the world was cool, she needs to actually talk to people.
Right.
And
Monitor just takes a moment to arrange herself so that it's difficult for anyone else to get onto the AT-AT.
The squirrel is still on there, though.
Yeah, the squirrel's fine so long as it stays away from the control panel.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
to be fair, Golden Crown was not going anywhere near the control panel. She was just standing on top of it to be the tallest thing there. And towards the end of the line, you can see what... Actually, here's what I'm going to say. Roll perception.
Okay, let me see what my perception is. That is my perception.
Go into the room to look at stuff.
Okay, I think I completely failed that. No.
An 11?
Yep.
Okay. You notice at the end of the line is a figure wearing a lot of it's wearing dark clothing. It's they're kind of hard to identify. They seem to be roughly young adults in age, but you can't quite tell who they are. What you do see, however, is a robotic replica of a pony standing next to them, which is definitely something unique.
Okay, Would I roll general knowledge to figure out anything about this robot that I see? Since, Monitor grew up with Javolt and Raven.
Mm-hmm. Feel free to roll general knowledge on this.
All right.
Sweet Cake, did you want to roll perception as well?
Sure thing.
Oh, hey, I think that was a nat 20. Yeah.
That is a nat 20. You know that this robot was made entirely of Javolt materials.
Yep.
It is, yes, it is in fact, it is a robot that you have, seen recently in Javolt's shop. Sweet Cake, with a 23, you have a distinct feeling you recognize this figure.
Oh, no. Is it who I think it is?
It may be. I don't know. Who do you think it is?
Monitor turns up the volume on her music box and shouts, "Silver Tongue, did you steal the robots?"
Everyone looks really confused by that comment. Everyone.
Sweet Cake instinctively reaches out and puts a hoof over Monitor's mouth, realizes that that's not going to work, puts a hoof over Monitor's voice box instead.
You can hear from the front of the line the performer who is about to get on the stage has tripped and fallen. And you hear a, "My leg!"
Monitor glances around and turns her music box down, but she does sort of give a pointed look at the hooded figures and point at the robot and just give a what shrug.
Yeah, that robot looks kind of familiar, but I can't quite place it. What's its deal?
My dad built it.
Oh, well then, do you know how they got it?
Nope.
Well, that's weird. I'm gonna take a closer look.
And, Sweet Cake grabs Scree for backup and, flutters over, keeping a healthy distance in the air.
The closer you get, the more you can see that the sort of cloaked figure is still tinkering with the robot.
Oh, God.
The robot, however, is not off at this point. It is actually still functioning and on, and it just appears to be mildly inconvenienced by the person, or by the pony rooting around in its internal cavities.
I wish to flap my wings to make a strong enough breeze to take the hood off the individual.
Let me think what we'll call this a might check.
Okay.
Make a strong enough gust of wind.
Yes. I have 3 in might. I totally got this.
Think you can, you think you can, you think you can, you think you can.
Ooh, no,
I totally don't got this.
Oh, boy.
In your attempts to make the strong wind, just as you flap your wings the hardest, an actual strong wind in the other direction blows you back and knocks you back into Golden Crown.
Ow! Elements, why have you forsaken me?
What's
Oh, sorry, Goldie.
Golden Crown will just shrug and go, "What's all the hubbub?"
I was trying to espionage. That robot over there, Monitor says it's one that her dad made, but we have no idea how these people have it.
Golden Crown will get a thoughtful look on her face, and then look across the line, and then lean in, sort of dragging Mort and Monitor over and go, "All right, this is a sort of plan, like maybe 1/5 of a plan or something like that.
Maybe 11%?
Something like that. I don't know. Fractions were never my... Yeah, whatever. Anyway, it's not like there's an actual order as of yet. So, Golden Crown will then make a very pointed and obvious step out of the line and just start walking towards the back.
Okay. Why are we wanting to go last, Goldie?
Because that's closer to the robot.
Okay.
Figure
Sorry,
out
I
its
actually-
secrets.
I had mistakenly thought that the robot was at the front. Sorry.
Oh no. The robot and cloaked figure are in the last section.
Okay.
So how
Yeah, I
many
made
cloak
the same
figures are there?
mistake.
Just the one?
Just the one that you can see. Dun dun dun. Anyway, let's cut back to Aurelia and Compass North.
Wee!
So, this pony is both a writer and an athlete?
He's an athlete who wants to get his autobiography in the process of editing and publishing.
Are they a famous athlete?
That's kind of why he's writing it. He wants. I think. I mean, I don't really follow athletes myself. My guess is he wants to be famous, hence why he wants to, put the money in towards making a book.
Well, but if they're not if he's not a famous athlete, why would people buy his book?
I don't know. You puts an interesting cover on the front. I don't know.
Lies. It's not the first time it's happened in an autobiography.
I mean,
Sorry, that was me being weird.
Marketing, basically.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose that could work. Maybe.
It's, we don't really get to always pick our clients. This is really more just kind of a touching base thing anyway. Where is this guy?
He's not in the line because he's currently being carted away by med ponies
Are you kidding me?
for breaking his leg.
I rush over to towards the stretcher.
Compass North won't move quite as fast, but will move just fast enough to avoid losing track of
Do I
Aurelia.
got a name on this guy?
His name is Falling Star.
Hey,
I broke
wow, what an apt name. Hey, you, I'm with the agency. Wanted to talk about your biography or something?
The Pegasus pony gives a look towards you, looks towards his leg, and just goes, "Oh no! Can't things ever go right for Falling Star?"
Then
And collapses dramatically in a huff.
Truly, mine is the underdog story of the year.
One of the med ponies looks to the guy, rolls his eyes, and then sort of trots over to Aurelia and goes, "Is there anything I can help you with?"
I kind of had a scheduled meeting with this pony. Is he in any critical condition?
Looks back, the med pony looks from Aurelia to Falling Star and back and goes, the only critical condition he's in is a mental one. Otherwise, he's pretty much fine. It's just a sprained ankle.
One of these. Okay. Well, I guess I gotta still talk to him because it's my job. Mind if I tag along?
The med pony will just shrug and go, "Your funeral. I want this guy out of my hair as soon as possible, so."
Well, I mean, theoretically I'm getting paid for this, so.
Alrighty then. And he will allow you to get closer to Falling Star.
Hi, I'm Aurelia. You were meeting with me and my friend Zenkarn, but Zenkarn is busy. It's just me. You approached our agency about an autobiography.
He will sort of raise his head, look at Aurelia, and then just sort of collapse in a heap again and go, "Oh, truly mine is the tale of an underdog."
Hey, focus.
What? He's going to, sort of sit up mostly straight at this point on his quote-unquote bad leg and say, "Go on, Jawa."
Well, Compass North's pet bat, who was actually trying to keep up more. She will see if she can't land on Aurelia.
Does the bat succeed, Aurelia?
I kind of try and wave it off, but then I realize it's Compass's bat thing, and then I'm like, whatever, and I let it land.
Yes, so she lands on Aurelia's head.
Yeah,
on top
whatever.
of one of those thin things or scales.
Hey, those are delicate. Don't mess with that too much.
Falling Star will, and that to react as I was trying to earlier. And anyway, Falling Star will go. You act like you're the only agency I talk to about this.
No,
I need specifics.
Yes.
I really, sorry, out of character. I have just no idea what our company name is. I've forgotten.
I don't know that you ever came up with one.
Did we ever come up with one? Cuteless.
What's black and white and
Not
red all
that-
over?
Not that I remember. Also, if he's double booking agencies, that's super not allowed.
Yeah.
No.
There's.
No, it's not.
There's.
I think Red All Over is probably a pretty good name for a book company to fit with that joke.
I hate you, but okay.
Because you're a zebra.
Yes, thank you. I hate you then.
I'm hilarious.
I liked it. So
That
Yay.
explains a lot about Zenkarn and Aurelia's working relationship all of a sudden.
Does it really?
Yeah, if I've got, some kind of joke on you, then yeah.
I hate everyone. Everyone is terrible.
I was like, you've got plenty on Aurelia. Anyway, I say, well, one, you're a scumbag for doing that. Usually you try and, try and keep some exclusivity about it, or at least not say it out loud. And two, I'm with Red all over.
Oh, right. Those guys.
Those guys, he said.
At this point, Stephanie the bat is doing like a bat one eyebrow raise.
He will, Falling Star will at this point go, yeah, I kind of got a better deal from those, the other guys. So I meant to cancel this, but I just got so caught up in preparations that I kind of forgot. And well, we'll just, can I reschedule with you guys maybe?
Why reschedule? You clearly don't have any business with us anymore.
Well, I just want to keep my options open. In case this,
In case you can pressure us into giving you a better deal.
Ask him for the name of the other company.
Who are these other guys that you've given this you say you agreed and then you haven't, but who's the other guys who've given you this better deal out of curiosity?
Tuxedo Press.
That's
My God, the penguins.
She got the joke right off the bat.
Yay!
That's pretty good. Well, I mean,
Tuxedo, it should be noted, Tuxedo is a kids publishing company.
that's I roll willpower to not laugh a little bit.
Right ahead.
Did I miss anything important? I got cut off.
Not particularly. I roll a 10 on willpower.
Well,
You let out a little bit of a chortle. Seem to notice.
So this your autobiography is what they accepted, huh?
He's just going to sort of proudly nod and then lean in and go, to be perfectly honest, I mean, I know it's kind
You've
of...
been quite brutally honest. In fact, really more honest than you should have been. But go on.
To be perfectly honest, I kind of had to ditch this whole thing just so I could make it there.
Yeah, no, dropped. I walked away. I'm out. Have fun with your kids' book.
He's just going to go, wait, what?
Yeah,
Before,
no.
again, being dragged off by the mad ponies.
Would have been a flop with us anyway.
Then the bat will fly back over to Compass North, who gets close. That doesn't seem like it went very well.
It could have gone a lot worse if we'd actually had to keep that contract and edit his Tuxedo Press got him and paid more money than we were going to. Oh gosh, what are they gonna make? Are they gonna make like a cautionary tale about being a complete tool, so that kids will learn by his example?
Then you don't get to choose what books you represent?
I just kind of want to be a fly on the wall in that meeting.
I think
booked.
I
Oh
think
my
there's
goodness.
that kind of thing.
Zenkarn's gonna have a field day with this. And he's on the date, but he has to hear this. And I start heading back towards the table where we left the two paramours.
Really? That's the word you're going for?
Yeah, power horse.
By
Well, you're not paraless.
Anyway.
anyways,
So many table flips, so little time.
This is what happens when you ship.
Kappa has. I blame me too if it helps. I'm just not that sorry about it.
Sorry, not
Bless you,
sorry.
not. Anyway, yep, sorry.
Kappa has just sort of been, initiating conversation with Zenkarn, trying to see how the week's been. At one point, she brought up how exactly he managed to make a break from the meeting that she could have sworn he was supposed to have today. And then after a few minutes of this, idle conversation, Aurelia and Compass North return.
So what base have you gotten to?
I don't think that's an appropriate question.
The spit takes.
I don't know. 1+ whatever you're at. Why are you back? Don't you have a, shouldn't you still be talking about little...
I had the meeting with our inspirational hero of a story. He double booked with Tuxedo Press. And they made him a better offer.
Oh, what did they do?
I don't know.
Promised to make the pictures bigger.
He faked or maybe even real because he's just that much of a screw up. He sprained his leg so he could get to that meeting faster or something.
Wow. Our
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Tuxedo Press.
What's he think? Like, where does he think
He has no idea. He has no idea what.
Oh man, that's gonna be great.
No,
You're gonna be walking around the kids section.
but seriously, this pony, like, oh no, my supreme underdog story. This would have been a bad deal to take.
Oh yeah.
Tuxedo Press can have him.
Please tell me that did he give you anything more on the book? Because I've got to know what he's trying to sell them at this point.
I couldn't take it anymore. I just walked out. I couldn't. This guy's just really. Not only is he just kind of a self-serving jerk, he has no decency to lie about it.
So he told you straight up. This wasn't something you got out of him. He just told you this straight
there
up.
was no interrogation. He just said, "Yeah, I got a better offer from another dude," and I was like, "Really? Really?"
In some ways, I'm almost glad I didn't go with you. That meeting probably would have ended up a lot worse if I had.
Yeah, he would have actually probably needed the stretcher for real.
Yeah, quite possibly.
Why would he need the stretcher for real?
Violence, anyway.
It's a joke. Don't worry about it, small child. Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, that was unique. So, I think that concludes our business here for today.
Well, in that case, we're here. Anyone you want to go see?
Might as well see what Sweet Cake and the gang are up to, I suppose.
They're practicing their own stealth theme tune right now.
Oh god.
Mort is the only one in harmony.
No, Monitor actually has good rhythm, and it's just she doesn't have much, what's the word? Her notes move
There's no
abruptly.
pitch. Yeah, there's no crescendo.
Yeah, she's...
It's just solid tones. I get it.
Yeah, she sounds like dubstep.
Maybe
the stealth dubstep song. I need to hear this.
As self-dubstep acapella.
Bronk ain't got nothing on us.
suddenly we were pentatonics?
I'm sure that's one of our fans is crazy enough to try this.
No, I don't think so.
I believe it.
Yeah, well, they know where our Tumblr is. They'll send it to us eventually.
Don't get so cocky.
Yeah.
Our fan base is awesome and talented, but they're also, let's face it,
They
not
have
that
their
big.
own lives to live.
And they have their own lives.
That's a...
Busy with their own lives.
Yeah, if Equinity's taught me anything. No, they don't.
They
Anyways.
have a life outside of Vid. That life is Equinity. No, wait, no.
we just got them trapped in an endless loop between our streaming channels.
Only
Great.
trapped on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays.
We own your evenings and weekends.
You don't mean to. The scheduling just worked out that way. And seriously, we do appreciate having people. It's nice.
We are
Yeah.
being incredibly sarcastic right now about how much you suck. We suck.
You could have put it better, you know?
No, I'm pretty sure that's fairly accurate.
This
we love-
tangent and diatribe brought to you by the fact that we love you guys.
We
Thank
love
you for
you.
watching.
We love you, provided you continue to pay us. No.
What's
Wait,
this
what?
us?
I was gonna say.
Wait, yeah, what is this? Why isn't this an Spud? No.
Because I'm barely making ends meet as it is. But anyway,
I'm kidding.
enough of that.
Yes, enough of this fun, lovely diatribe. You can see that that Sweet Cake's little group, Sweet Cake and Monter's little group, has moved to the back of the line and are near a robot that you're not entirely sure how you missed earlier.
Did they do something wrong? I mean, shouldn't they be further up?
Cuppa will just shrug and go, I didn't see them doing anything that could be misconstrued as wrong, and nobody exactly dragged them back there. They just seemed to go on their own free will.
Can I have
10-to-1 bets are up to something then.
Yeah,
Can I-
they're up to something.
I mean, from this distance, is it worth it trying to make a perception roll on the robot?
The thing is, how familiar would he be with robots?
Well, he's very well read.
Roll me a general knowledge check. I'm gonna say that you have a base view of the robot. You can identify some distinguishing features, but you're not gonna know for sure. So just make one general knowledge roll, please. Whoa, 26.
Like I said, he's well read. He's got a 14 in
is.
general info.
He is very well read. Okay, then. Much like the others, you can identify that is a Voltec robot. Specifically, it is one that has been because I'm presuming he keeps up with new science papers and such. You can tell that that robot has up until very recently only been described in sort of theoretical terms.
Huh. That's maybe. Huh. Well, that's odd. Maybe that might be why they're. Wonder if they didn't go back there on purpose.
Sounds like it. I'm way
Is that
more...
the sound of the robot weaver?
I
Beep
don't
boop
know.
bop, beep beep bop boop. Or is the sound of the walker, I should say?
Or just him filling the airspace.
Yeah.
Why would they? Why would? Is that all the line for the same thing, or do they have mixed lines? Or
Pretty sure it's one big mixed line.
Yeah, you since you were there helping your dad, you know that the event's not the most, just because of the fact that they have so much to cover in, a relatively short time span. They're kind of running all auditions at once. There's just, everybody's filled out paperwork that says this is what I'm auditioning for, and that's been taken to the judges beforehand.
All right.
So, yep, the line is, you can now see that the line is moving. Performers are in fact going.
Do I see the hooded pony?
The robot is a little more eye-catching, but yes, you do see the hooded pony.
I'm gonna walk up to him.
Well, we'll have to go.
That will take
fly-
a little while.
Either have to fly across or go the long way around.
Well, he's towards the back of the line, right?
The pony is towards the back of the line, yes.
Well, I'll just make my way over there then.
and Compass North will follow.
All right, fine.
How? Well, no, he won't say anything. He'll just give a brief wave to Kappa and Zenkarn as he follows.
Kappa will turn to Zenkarn and go, "Do you think we should follow them, sort of keep an eye on them, or are you more comfortable up here?"
Aurelia, you're going with them, right? Oh, you're heading off. Yeah, Aurelia's with them. They'll be fine.
Kappa will sort of smile at that and lean into Zenkarn. Anyways, down on the field, we have the Sweet Cake and Monitor group much, much closer to the robot now and the hooded figure.
Monitor just has her music box do a throat-clearing sound.
The hooded figure continues to work on the robot in a way that suggests it hurt they heard it, but they are not responding to it. The robot, however, has turned its head.
Monitor just gives the figure a look and says, "You know, Silver Tongue, when Dad says do not take a prototype out of the lab, he usually has a good reason."
Sweet Cake leans over and whispers, "I'm not sure that's Silver Tongue. Silver Tongue talks a lot more." Like, seriously, he doesn't shut up.
Well, who else could it be?
The robot smiles and goes, "Hi! I like your voice! What's your name?"
Sweet Cake stumbles backwards and falls on her butt. What?
Monitor rolls her eyes and says, "I'm Monitor. And who is your friend here?"
And who are you?
Oh, we already knew who this one is.
I don't. I only know I don't.
The robot will just keep smiling. Its head, by the way, is turned at a complete 180-degree angle. So it is effectively looking down its own back. And it goes, "Well, I'm not really sure. I mean, I think they told me their name, but I don't really remember because it was such a long time ago. It feels like so many cycles. But I'm Tart. Lemon Tart to be specific. But you can call me Tart."
Monitor just... Given that this is a Javolt Tech robot, can Monitor know, and that I had a critical success, does Monitor have any idea what this robot is for?
This is it is a low, I don't want to say low. It is effectively Javolt's attempt at, an artificial intelligence in this world.
Just a little bit of technical thing. Javolt's the scientist. It's Raven who's the robot system. I'm just nitpicking.
It is a
Collaborative?
Yeah, sure.
It's a collaborative,
effort.
What's Javolt's last name in this?
Truth Seeker.
It is a Truth Seeker family effort.
God.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I couldn't remember offhand, but yes,
that's
it is
why it's a bad name.
Anyway.
So,
It's funny it doesn't come up.
Monitor just sort of nods and smiles and says, "Yes, I think I've actually met you before. I don't think you wouldn't remember me. You were, you didn't have legs back then."
You feel like you'd remember a time when you didn't have legs, but oh well, that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Yes.
Cookie crumbled where?
Is he here?
There is not.
While this is going on, Sweet Cake is going to get Scree to scramble up to the hooded pony and pull the hood off.
Scree has stats, correct?
Scree does have stats.
Okay. We're gonna roll posing might checks.
Oh, joy.
Oh boy. Scree's might check is the same as Sweet Cake's. She also has spider climb. Oh, hang on, I just want to check if this is useful. You can adhere to any surface for the purposes of climbing and hanging those surfaces. Yeah, this is a might check. Yeah, that's fine. I shall roll that now.
Why are we Indiana Jones now?
Because Scree is climbing a... Yeah, Indiana Squirrel. A 20 While
Maybe
good,
Squirrel Jones.
not quite enough. The hooded figure manages to sort of, freak out first at the fact that the squirrel is climbing, and sort of grabs Scree and tosses it onto Tart, who is absolutely enamored with the squirrel.
Scree looks inquisitively at the robot.
And then Tart was dug.
My name is Tart. I have just met you, and I love you.
Hi, my name's Tart. You're so fluffy. I love you.
Oh.
Now,
Wrong Disney movie.
Yes.
It's
Scree preens herself.
And now I'm getting shades of Grr from Tart.
Yes. Oh God.
Tart is a
I
lot
never
of things.
actually
It was
actually
me.
saw
I
that.
was the robot.
So, anyway, Monitor sort of nods and says, that is." She turns to Sweet Cake.
Sorry, what was that?
Yeah, Monitor is basically saying she doesn't know Scree's name.
It's Scree.
That is Scree.
She's a squirrel.
Squirrel? Oh, both of those are so much fun to say! Scree squirrel, scree squirrel, scree squirrel, squee squirrel. Oh, it's a tongue twister too.
Oh
She's
boy.
Pinky.
And Monitor just sort of chuckles silently and says, "How can it be when you don't have a tongue?"
The robot will actually open its mouth, and show off a robotic tongue that it actually has.
Monitor actually blinks at that and says, "I was sure they removed that after the incident.
Of course there was an incident.
It's not like you needed to speak."
Javoltech is one giant incident.
No,
just-
there's the incident, the occurrence.
I'm saying
the events.
The happening.
the happening.
Javolt Tech is science exclamation point personified.
Science exclamation point parentheses question mark?
Science.
There's actual science in there. They do take notes of everything.
Yes. After it's all exploded.
And
But,
before and during.
Anyway.
Tart will sort of shrug at the mention that the tongue wasn't always a feature, or was and then wasn't, and now is again. And by this point, Aurelia and Compass North have arrived.
Oh, and this is a dragon. Her name is Aurelia.
Hey, Aurelia. Hey, Compass North. We didn't know you were going to be here. Here's a robot and, this guy.
Yeah, that's great. I look to the hooded pony and say, hello, sir. According to Civil Ordinance 42B, evil, ominous cloaks are not allowed in public places. Could you take off your hood, please?
Here,
Then
I
remember
want
that.
I want to make. Can I make a knowledge check to see if that's a real thing?
Go right ahead.
Roll that 1 and it is.
No, rolling that 20 and it is.
Roll that 1 and you just think it is.
I got a 31.
Close. You know that it is, in fact, it is similar to an actual ordinance, but, there is an addendum in the case of performances,
Oh,
Wait.
no.
which is what the robot says.
And I just double take and go, wait, 1, talking robot, 2, that's a real thing? I was just making crap up.
Aurelia, Ixnay on the making crap up. Hey.
Well, I mean, apparently it's not gonna work anyway.
You said that word. You said
Grow up, Compass North.
You live under a rock.
Still, though,
admittedly, I do spend a lot of time inside.
Yeah.
though, the cloak. Why the cloak? What does the cloak look like up close?
Up close, you can see that it is, it's sort of it's not a cloak per se. It is a little bit more like a morph suit, but made of cloth, and that it's sort of designed to cover the equine and make them look sort of
Oh boy.
generic cut and paste. Like, it just smooths out all the features and makes them visibly invisible, I guess, in a way.
So
Is it possible to make a perception check to get any idea about who they might really be?
From this distance, yes. Anyone who's there can make a perception check.
Okay,
All right,
so
I'll
yes,
do
I will make
that.
that for both Compass and Steph.
here's my
Hey, an
perception
actual good
check.
skill. Time to
I got a
bomb it.
natural. I think I actually got a nat 20 on my perception.
You sure did.
Stop being so good at this game.
Never.
This is what you get when you hack the dice room. No, I'm kidding.
Wouldn't put it past you if you had if I had evidence you had the capability.
All right. This actually fits pretty well flavor-wise. The sweet cake, you have the... Oh, wow, what? Oh, the bat knows exactly who this is.
That knows what's up.
Bat check.
No, I kid with that. Sweet cake of the group that's not Monitor, you have you really feel like this pony is familiar. Monitor, it's Jenny. It's Jenny. It's Jenny in that cloak suit.
Wow, all this way for...
Oh boy. And then Monitor actually does a double take. And she
Were
sort
you
of
fiddling
walks,
with something?
she sort of walks her mech closer and says, and she lowers her music box volume and she says, I thought you said that this was that you were too old for this sort of thing.
She will respond back with she doesn't need it, but it's from this point you can see that there actually is a small music box, a similar music box attached to Jenny's neck. She turns it on for the first time, and in a quiet, sort of distorted voice, you hear, I am, but the robot isn't.
Monitor just face hooks.
Monitor, what's going on and why do I feel like we know this pony?
Because she's just agreed to join us.
Why?
You, for the first time, you hear the cloak, the rest of the group hears the cloak pony go, what? Tart goes, really? And, the rest of the people in front of you guys are, turned back with a very curious, what's going on kind of expression.
It fits the theme.
We get 2 robots? Wait
No,
a minute.
we get one robot and here Monitor gets this very big grin. One talented dancer.
Sweet Cake actually looks between Lemon Tart and the Walker, and Lemon Tart and the Walker, and Lemon Tart and the Walker goes, I give up, which one?
No. This isn't technically a robot. She pets the walker. Robots are
It's a dancing
independent.
machine?
No. This Monitor just face hoofs. This is a robot, points at Lemon Tart. This is a walker, points at the walker. This is a dancer, points at the hooded.
Jenny, it's amazing how you can see sweat through the suit now. And you can hear the still in a relatively quiet, voice, the, music box go, no, this was supposed to be just a test run for the robot and just, a way to make sure that it was working properly and out of...
And Monitor just grins broadly and says, it would be better with more people on hand in case things go wrong, wouldn't it?
Wait a minute, is that Jenny?
Hearing the thing about more people, Compass North is going to float off to the side to make sure that he is not included as part of that more people.
Yeah, I'm not getting roped up in this.
Or just silently going, take me with you!
Monitor actually
Indeed,
gives
more-
Aurelia a very...
Compass North will float in close and whisper, do you want me to help you escape?
Golden
What?
Crown will sort of frown, grab Mort by the collar, pull him back and go, Mort's fine. Thank you.
Monitor actually turns to Aurelia and says, we're going for a multiracial collaboration for the benefit of technology.
You tried to boss me around during the lemonade stand thing. I'm not falling for this again.
Compass North will float in and try and help Aurelia scoot backwards.
I can scoot on my own just fine, thank you.
He will let go and he will back off again.
Lemon Tart. Aurelia likes hugs.
I hate you with the fury of 1,000 suns.
Lemon Tart sort of vibrates and looks about to go grab Aurelia when Jenny sort of places a hoof on Tart's head and goes, no. And the robot surprisingly just stops right where it is.
Jenny, how come you're using a music box like Monitor? That is you, right, Jenny? I mean, you're using the same voice box as Monitor, and Monitor seems to know you, so...
Jenny, at this point, takes off the, mask section of the cloak thing, turns off the music box and goes, yes, it's me. I was trying to hide myself because I wanted this to just be about the robot, but
you look
someone
really ominous.
You know it's kind of funny you're using the voice box given that it uses your voice clips, right?
Well, that's why mine's distorted.
And technically, it can use any voice clips. Where did you get those voice clips, by the way?
They're just mine. I just distorted them. It's not that hard.
Well, how come you want to do a test in front of all these people?
It's a stress test. And, I mean, since it's an AI, since part of what we're testing here is an AI, I wanted to make sure that it was something that could, interact.
Wow, if you wanted a stress test, you could have just asked us. And she kind of gestures at herself and the Cutie Mark Crusaders.
And Monitor just grins even wider.
I have it on good authority that we are, in fact, very stressful.
Oh, boy.
Amen.
Jenny blinks and then face hoofs and goes, why didn't I think of that?
I honestly don't know.
From what I can tell, just from my own personal observations, when it comes to you ponies, you always pick
Monitor
the first
holds
most
up a hoof and says,
convoluted option.
technically she is a donkey.
Yeah, Jenny ain't a pony, she's a donkey.
So, stubborn?
Jenny
Are closely related to ponies.
Jenny's just going to look at the others and go, I think the Dragoness has a point there. Maybe not pony, but, Javolt family, Truth Seeker family. We kind of go that way anyway.
It's true. I'm not gonna argue with you.
Anyway, sounds like you guys have some stuff to work out for your little audition thing.
Mm-hmm.
Big audition thing. Have you seen the amount of people in those stands? I bet at least one of us will get a cutie mark in this.
Monitor just sort of gives them a look and rolls her eyes.
What?
Up further
really
in the line.
Work that way.
Up further in the line, you hear the telltale mark of some small child getting their cutie mark. It is for waiting in line.
No, I don't think it.
That kid's gonna have the best.
Yep.
I honestly don't think cutie marks work quite that way, but you know what?
It's a pony from Trottingham, so yeah.
Yes.
I mean, from what I hear, the whole idea of Cutie Mark Crusaders, I think it's counterintuitive.
She just pouts at you.
Cutie mark what now? Says Tart.
We're trying to get our cutie marks. Like, not all the time, but most of the time.
My gosh,
Because we haven't got them yet.
Idea.
What's
And
a
that's way
cutie
faster.
mark?
Here we go.
It's a magical confluence.
Compass North will tilt to show his cutie mark.
Show off. Yeah, how did you get yours anyway, Compass?
See, that's a funny story. I was actually researching on how to get cutie marks, and then that research led me to other research, and it kind of branched off in all kinds of locations, all sorts of directions with research, and eventually I just researched my way to a cutie mark.
So you're saying that you can get a cutie mark by trying to get a cutie mark? We just need to try harder.
Golden.
I think you're kind of twisting things a little.
No, I'm always right. Just ask Golden.
Golden will nod. Mort goes, well, I kind of see his point. Golden Crown will then shush him.
No. What? I'm always right.
No, you see, the thing is, I was researching, and I got my cutie mark is kind of in research, I think.
Sweet Cake just blinks. Okay.
I never thought I'd have this thought, but I think Mort was actually having a better time as the child of a Death Raider.
Little bit, yeah.
Wow, yeah, that's sad.
I think the main difference is that Mort has a backbone. One he stole from someone, but...
Oh, obvious
He
joke.
didn't steal it. It was a 5th birthday present.
Actually,
Fair enough.
yeah.
Sure, why not? Let's go with that. Alright, the line is continuing to move, and the judges sort of put up a sign for they raise up a hoof, and then Jasper gets on the microphone and once again goes, alright, we're gonna have a 10-minute break. Us judges need to, get some water, use the restroom, etc. We'll be back in a few moments.
Did we
Sweet
ever
Cake
sign
dramatically
up?
falls to her knees and lifts up her forehead to the sky and goes, no!
It's a 10-minute break, Sweet Cake.
I'm
Yes.
impatient.
You guys have signed up. So that's not an issue, Master Weaver. You don't have to worry about, getting to the end of the, getting to the stage and then it being,
Right.
who are you guys? Da-da-da-da.
Do you know who I am?
But no, seriously, who are you guys?
I know where you sleep, Zebra.
Whoa.
I really hope not.
Yeah, she doesn't.
That feels
Eric-
weirdly
That would
familiar.
be weird.
Airtime probably knows where he sleeps.
Why do we keep bringing him up?
Let him die. Oh, goodness.
I know who my next mini boss in Fall of the Dragon is going to be now.
Just so we can kill him.
Just so,
Just so
What?
we can
No,
kill a
you're
small
recruiting our
child.
side.
not a small child.
So-
I'll age him up.
So you mean there has to be one boss I actually actively attempt to avoid combat with? Got it.
Oh, boy.
You know what? That's still a result.
Either you avoid him or you kill him.
Yeah.
Hey, I said avoid combat, not avoid him.
Anyway.
Anyways, I would like everyone to roll perception.
Oh boy, I love rolling perception.
I know it's like the most common roll, but
I'm just giving you a hard time.
good! I'm glad I can learn from this.
Okay, I got a nat 1.
You
you
have,
are
the,
most,
you have the most volatile luck in the world.
you sure do.
I'm pretty sure this was the
Hey,
case with you
Jack,
last session too. Are you sure you're not
I knew I should start
hacking
making
the room?
ritual sacrifices.
Ignore the second compass roll. I accidentally clicked that button twice.
Okay.
So I've got a 12 and a 14.
Alright. So, from your guys' vantage point, you're not really, you just see the various ponies milling about. Nothing too spectacular. I mean, nothing more spectacular than a robot and the walker next to it.
Just another day in Manhattan.
So
yes.
yeah, at this point, nothing
And-
unusual.
Zenkarn, you notice another hooded figure.
Oh gosh.
Dun dun dun.
This one
Overheads.
is
The Druid Convention.
not in line, and appears to be. Roll a general knowledge check, if you will.
God. Oh wait, no, I actually have okay general knowledge. Yay!
It's not Arcana. You don't have to worry about not knowing that.
It's a dragon.
24.
You recognize that what this cloaked person is wearing as the Mare Duel outfit.
Oh gosh.
I'll sort of nudge Cupper and point Maduel, I guess, out with a were they there before? Like, have they been in line all this time, or?
They're not in line.
Well, you know what I mean. Around that area.
Yeah. Cuppa will sort of frown and go, "No, I don't recognize them. And I mean, hey, you'd figure someone in that kind of outfit would stand out, but they don't seem familiar to me. I wonder what they're doing." And you can see that the hooded figure is making their way sort of towards the exit, sort of where the judges went.
I'll just give her a quick nod and be like, "I'll be right back unless you want to come help stalk that guy, girl, pony, whatever."
I think it's probably best if I stay here. I'll keep an eye out to see if maybe they have friends.
Good plan. I'll be back in a minute. So I'll just follow.
Okay. You make your way down you're, a bit behind because you're coming down from the stands, but, you do manage to catch up, just, keep to tail them, until you reach, the sort of, main, well, not main, but the sort of, back exit where normally in this stadium, the hoofball players would enter and exit and, where they, sort of hang out and take breaks. And, you hear something that you're 90% certain shouldn't be happening back there. And that is,
Hey, it's...
Finally!
Oh god, we've walked into the living comic book section. Damn it. Alright. I will head towards the, disturbance.
And you see this mysterious ne'er-do-well and all 5 judges tied up on a cart being dragged out of the stadium.
Why did I not bring Aurelia? Alright.
Witness, eliminate him.
Roll initiative now.
I forget, is there a stealth?
Yeah, there is a stealth.
There is
Roll
a stealth
stealth.
skill. I don't want to roll stealth, but alright, fine. BRB, nat 1ing. Aw, so close.
A 9. Fortunately, this, ne'er-do-well is pretty caught up in his own business. So, they do not notice you. And, you can see that they are putting them in a, this is gonna sound weird, an unmarked white carriage that they are then hooking themselves up to.
Right.
Great question. Was Merduel the one capturing the judges, or was...
Yes, Ne'er-do-well was the one capturing the judges.
And is now hooking themselves to the carriage?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Nah, this is officially too weird for me. I'm going to get as much of a picture of the scene as I can to my head, and then go and find Aurelia, and probably also security.
All right.
Smart move.
But Aurelia first.
But yeah, Aurelia first.
I'm flattered.
Always
All
go for
right.
the baby dragon above security.
I need some, there's a mini boss on the way, and I need some cannon fodder. Are you in or out?
Are you kidding? Hell yeah. Anyway.
So yeah.
So,
Yeah.
security, you find, fairly quickly. They are all clearly marked, and they don't hide themselves. So what do you tell them?
So I walk up to the nearest one, and I just be like, okay. So I'm just gonna be blunt. Someone in a Murderwell costume just kidnapped the judges and left.
The security pony will raise an eyebrow, and then go, all right, which way did they go?
I give them the general direction they were leaving in. Or at least they were pointed towards when I left.
All right, I will call the police, and just so you are aware, this is probably going to be locked down shortly, so may want to find somewhere to get comfortable. And then they will grab one of the security will head to sort of one of the main areas, grab the microphone to cover the speakers, and go, currently this Currently, the stadium is now on lockdown. No one is to enter or leave. Do you understand?
What?
Okay, then.
That sounds bad.
Monitor
Sweet,
turns to Jenny and says, "What did Dad do this time?"
Why can't we leave?
Probably something bad happened.
Yeah.
and
We didn't
then-
do anything yet.
During that deal, I'll go find Aurelia.
Couple will come down and join you after a few moments, but you hear over the course of the few minutes, the police will be arriving shortly to question all stadium attendees.
That's a lot.
There has been a kidnapping. I repeat,
What?
there has been a kidnapping.
Should they be telling us all this stuff?
Well, to make sure that we're on the lookout for, stuff, that's good.
Monitor nods and says, "Yeah, Dad would not kidnap ponies."
Are you sure?
Jenny gives Aurelia a nasty look.
No, that's right. He just press gangs them into service. That's right.
Sweet Cake checks her blouse to make sure that Scree is still there, and then reads a sigh of relief and puts Scree back.
Okay, well, the squirrel's accounted for.
Right.
And within, we'll say, about 10, 20 minutes, the police arrive on the scene, including a sky patrol of, Griffins and Pegasi to make sure that nobody's leaving that way. And I think that is where we're going to call it for tonight.
Dun dun dun.
All right.
Pokey.
Sounds good.
All right, then.
Is that all right? We'll continue this kidnapping case next week.
Cool.
A kidnapping case that is no longer situated anywhere near us.
Mm-hmm.
Dun dun
But
dun.
we will somehow be involved in any way. That should be interesting.
Sweet Cake's parents have been kidnapped. That involves me
Yeah.
at least.
Yeah,
You think she's not going to drag everyone else into this?
fair enough.
Yes. No.
Not gonna lie, mostly doing this so I can stat up a few things. But
Also, because in the hour we'd have left.
Who wants
Yeah.
Who wants to guess who the Mayor Duel person is?
I'm gonna guess it's someone we have never heard of before.
It's totally
Money.
Firelight, calling it now.
It's Cookie Crumbles!
It's Surrey Polymer.
Ooh!
all wonderful guesses. I think I like
Who?
Jawa's the best because it is a 50% chance of being right or wrong. So definitely the highest odds among the guesses.
50%?
It's either someone you've met before or someone you haven't met before. So
That's 100% then.
No, but Jawa only guessed one of
Jawa
those.
only
Oh,
guessed
right,
one of
yeah.
those. It's someone we haven't met before.
Fair enough.
Therefore, it's a 50% chance.
I'm going to go ahead and say it's someone we have met before. That way, at least one of us is right.
I'm gonna go with the guess that it's someone we've met before, but not in this universe.
Ooh.
Who knows except me? I know. And I'm not telling y'all.
That's
It's,
always that's one of the big
It's
perks of being a
highest
DM.
percentage in
It's
every-
actually an NPC created by Din. Boom, done, 100%.
God damn, Cuteless.
Someone played by Din.
Except
Oh my
I
god,
think we
it's
got
Tibbs.
it's secretly Tibbs. Even this universe can't make Tibbs a good guy.
You guys are
All
missing
right.
the important part. Mayor Duel is now Ne'er Duel.
Yep.
Yes, I believe
I
in the-
reversed the pun back to its original form. We should probably actually do the official ending and then talk.
Yep.
Yes.
Fair.
Alrighty. Who would like to do it this week?
Well,
I'll do
you
the
should
first
probably
one.
do this. Well, Din should probably do the second half since he's continuing.
Yeah.
This has been Mawlers Take Manehattan.
Join us next week when our cast and crew find a bunch of kidnapped ponies and solve the mystery of who is the mysterious ne'er-do-well.